It's to do with somebody with a very, very strong character. It's to do with somebody with a very, very strong personality, my gorgeous aquamarini, because, you know, it really is a lot to do with this number that, you know, you have when it comes to this week. Your number is number 34, which means that right at the beginning of this week, there is somebody with a really strong personality, with a really strong character, somebody who is indeed in your life, somebody who is indeed a part of your life. This person is going to play such a big role, because through this particular person, you are going to clearly understand, you know, what do you need to adapt to. This person is going to open your eyes. Okay, this person is going to open your eyes, my gorgeous aquamarini, and through this person you are going to clearly realize and you are going to clearly understand what exactly do you need to adapt to. This is going to be such an important moment in time, because this is going to lead towards like a really big success. This is going to lead towards like a really good fortune when it comes to you and when it comes to your life. So this is why this is going to be so important. And I need you to understand that after this moment in time, in general, you are going to start to find, like, you are really going to open up so beautifully. You are going to open your mind. You are going to come out of your comfort zone, and you are going to start to find, you know, the extraordinary in the ordinary. And this is why I need you to pay attention, my gorgeous aquamarini. This is why I need you to pay attention, because, you know, something really unexpected is going to happen when it comes to this whole situation. And, you know, when I say something really unexpected it's going to happen, it's like a really kind of, well, on one hand, you are going to surprise yourself to start with. You're going to make a choice based on this, and this is going to surprise you. You're going to make a choice based on what this person, what you're going to understand through this person. And I already told you that, you know, you are going to open your eyes, you are going to open your mind, you are going to come out of your comfort zone. So it doesn't surprise me that you are, of course, going to make a choice which is indeed going to pleasantly surprise you. You're going to surprise yourself. But this particular, you know, this is important because it's going to allow you to really kind of move forward with your life, and it's going to allow you to expand your horizons at this stage of your life. And that's why all this is going to come so unexpectedly. But most importantly, you know, the actual success and the good fortune that is going to come to you purely because you took this very, very seriously. This is going to be absolutely brilliant, and it's going to be so refreshing, my gorgeous aquamarini. In exactly 11 weeks time, after this moment in time, in exactly 11 weeks time, you will see what is going to happen. Something major is going to happen. Something so big and something so beautiful is going to happen as a direct result of you just taking this very seriously. You will see exactly what I mean. And not only that, but in 11 weeks time exactly, because of this, oh my God, your entire life is going to change. Why? Because of the opportunity you are going to have. And when I say like, oh my God, you know what I mean? Like when I talk about expanding horizons, oh my God, I think that you are going to find yourself on a completely different level. And this is going to be so important, because all your hard work, you know, and everything you have been working on, and all the problems that you've had, and all the difficult things that you were going through, you know, for a while now, it is all going to be worth it, okay? And I know that it has been quite difficult when it comes to you and when it comes to your life at times. I understand, but trust me when I tell you, it's all going to be so worth it. You're about to find yourself on this particular path where you are going to achieve something absolutely brilliant. you are going to achieve you're going to realize what you're going to achieve really in like about 11 weeks time. Because of this, you're going to realize what you're going to achieve, looking at the bigger picture, looking at your life and looking at, oh my God, you're realizing what exactly is just behind the corner. And what you're going to realize, it's going to make you feel so good. You are indeed going to feel so proud of yourself. Okay, so this is when your life is about to take such an important turn. So that's why I need you to be strong. I need you to be strong. Still right now, as we speak, I know that, there are certain things in your life that are giving you so much pressure. As we speak right now, this is still going on, but this is slowly but surely about to come to an end. But, so I know it sounds like a long time, 11 weeks, but this time of your life, it's going to be absolutely crucial, for you to understand and realize how much you've actually changed, how much you grew, and how much you evolved. But when you become aware of that opportunity in 11 weeks time because of this, oh my God, this is literally going to change everything. And you will know that on one hand, you're going to feel so excited, about your life and about your future. But on another hand, you're going to feel so happy as well, emotionally. You're going to feel so content, and you're going to feel this really peaceful energy and peaceful vibration within, something you haven't felt in a while. Don't get me wrong, but only once you start feeling this, only then you will be able to see and understand where exactly was I coming from. But I believe that you understand right now, because I know you still have a lot going on in your life, and I completely understand you. By the time you get to the mid part of this week, oh my goodness, yeah, it looks like you are going to come across like some really kind of powerful people when it comes to this week, when it comes to their character, because this particular person that I've already mentioned at around the beginning of this week, this is somebody in your life, of course. When it comes to the midweek, it's, I'm really feeling drawn to this. I'm really feeling drawn to this situation. Somebody is going to be so stubborn, like oh my God, somebody is going to be so stubborn at around the midweek, and this particular person is really going to be like kind of irritating you, and this particular person is really going to be getting on your nerves. Somebody who is normally stubborn, somebody who is like kind of always like that, but now it looks like you are going to be dealing with something that it's going to kind of be affecting you emotionally. I think that you're going to be worrying about somebody much older, somebody much older, somebody who is very connected to you, somebody in your life, somebody who is like an elderly person that you are going to be worrying about, because there is something that you're going to hear about this particular person at around the midweek. And this particular elderly person is going through certain changes in life. And in fact, these changes are happening so fast, like, oh my God, every day it's literally something else. Every day is literally something different. And it's to do with like a very elderly person. And you're going to hear something about this person, about certain changes that this person is going through. This person is going to do something, and then, you're going to be like, oh no, you're going to like kind of worry a little bit. But this is just part of the process. Like, I suppose, like, I don't know how to put it, but it's part of the process, when people get older, and then naturally, as older people get, as more elderly people get, when they're reaching this certain stage in their life, of course that we get worried. Come on, of course. So it's to do with those things, that really emotionally affect you, and it affects this emotional balance. And once our emotional balance is affected, when we feel emotionally connected to somebody at such a high level, that of course that we are not able to be ourselves completely, even if we try to, and this only happens when we are emotionally really kind of attached to somebody. Sometimes we are emotionally attached to certain people, but without even realizing, how much actually And sometimes certain things happen like this that kind of open our eyes, and they make us realize how much you are emotionally actually attached to somebody, you know. So it is really to do with like an elderly person who is somebody in your life again, whom you had a certain ups and downs, you know, throughout your life, for example, literally certain ups and downs, but it's all boiling right now. It's all boiling to what's happening now in between you two, and the way you're gonna feel, you know, the way you're gonna feel, you will realize, you know, how much you're fond of this person, for example. And I don't want to sound like a dark lala. It's not a dark lala moment, you know. It's a life. It's life. You know, I said this so many times, this life is just, sometimes it's so funny and it's so nice, and sometimes it's just so crazy, and sometimes it's so sad, and sometimes we just go through so much pressure, and sometimes nothing makes sense, and sometimes we're just looking for the way out, you know. And yes, life is full of kind of ups and downs in general, but when it comes to this particular person, you know, this is why you're going to kind of worry a little bit, because you're going to notice certain changes, and this is going to make you worried a little bit when it comes to this elderly person. So that's why emotionally you're going to be like kind of somewhere else. That's what you're going to be thinking about. And then, oh my God, this other person, it's in your life, somebody very, very stubborn. Now, this would probably be like a really kind of younger spirit. This would be like a younger soul. There is no doubt about it whatsoever. Somebody much younger. This person is most certainly not elderly. My gorgeous Aquamarini, I really hope I'm not too confusing. I'm so sorry. I really hope I'm not too confusing, because I'm mentioning so many people this week, and sometimes it's just the way it is, you know. And you are a people person, you know. You attract people, whether you like this or not. You're extremely charismatic. You have different energy. You have a beautiful energy. You have like, wow, your energy is like priceless, honestly, because you attract people and into your life, you know, whether you like this or not. And that's not a bad thing whatsoever. It's better to attract people into your life. It's better for people to see you as a charismatic person rather than somebody like, oh God, you know, no baby, no, do you know what I mean, some kind of downer or something like that, you know. So that's a really powerful quality that you can use to your advantage. Like, oh my God, always, seriously, you can use that into your, you know, to your advantage, my gorgeous Aquamarini, of course. So it's a great quality to actually have. But anyway, so this younger person, younger spirit, somebody's really going to be getting on your nerves, because they're going to be so stubborn about something, like stubborn and stubborn and stubborn. And then when it comes to this particular person that is going to be so stubborn, you know, it's going to be so stubborn about something really specific, something that this person has already been stubborn about. And you're not going to feel right. You're not going to feel great. Emotionally, you're going to be somewhere else. And you're going to be thinking like, oh God, do I need to deal with this now? And you know, things are actually going to turn around really nicely. You are going to have such a pleasant surprise, seriously, when it comes to this person that has been getting on your nerves, when it comes to this person who has been like kind of stubborn for a while about something really specific. And this is what you two are going to be kind of bickering about to start with. And then, you know, you really are going to say something. You are going to suggest something to this person, something that you would never suggest, something that will come to you for the first time. And what are you going to suggest? It's going to be so not like you. It's going to be completely different kind of. You will respond in such a different way. And again, this is a great moment where you're going to realize, like, wow, you're going to be again pleasantly surprised with yourself, because you're going to respond in a completely different way to whatever this person is going to be bickering about. Maybe normally you would like kind of really, or whatever this person is going to be stubborn about, you know, normally you would kind of deal with this in a completely different way. And now you're going to respond completely differently, and you're going to be blown away. You're going to be blown away. And this is to do with this effect from the beginning of this week. I told you, when it comes to the beginning of this week, it's a powerful moment you're going to have. When I said you're going to open your mind, you're going to come out of your comfort zone. There you are, baby. You are out of your comfort zone. So you're exploring different options when it comes to different things and different situations in your life. It is a pure sign of your spiritual growth. It's a pure sign of your transformation. It is a pure sign of you evolving on the next level, my gorgeous Aquamarini. And it's not only that, you are going to have such a positive response. This person is going to give you such a positive response, absolutely brilliant. And that in itself, it's really kind of like you are going to have such a kind of a positive response when it comes to this person being so stubborn, you know, and this person is really going to kind of be able to understand you, and now you're going to understand each other, and this is going to be such a beautiful moment, because we are also talking about somebody who is really kind of highly sensitive, and somebody who likes to like a bicker a little bit, somebody who's like a little bit naughty every now and then, somebody who's like very stubborn ever so often. But it is indeed to do with like their, you know, their age, for example, you know, maybe it's like a late teenage years, or, you know, whatever it is, you know, it really is to do with their age, and you are just going to have such a kind of like a really beautiful moment in between you two. You really are going to bond, actually. I'm not saying that you weren't bonded before, but it is going to be such a beautiful moment, and it's going to mean to you so much that this person is going to be able to understand you, because there is some kind of like a really difficult issue which is also going to come to an end, considering this particular person. And this particular person, it's actually going to start changing after this moment in time. There is something that this particular person, this younger spirit, was doing, like that you weren't too happy about, you know, maybe certain lifestyle. It's to do with a certain lifestyle, and now you're going to be able to see the difference after that moment in time. There is something really major going to happen, not only in between you two, but when it comes to this person's life. Okay, that person is going to start changing their own lifestyle. Certain things you did not like, you did not approve of, but you couldn't do anything about it. So this is going to be a really kind of nice milestone, you know, for both of you, which is absolutely brilliant, my gorgeous Aquamarini. Absolutely amazing. And also, when it comes to the last part of this week, you know, you are really going to, when it comes to the last part of this week, there is no other way of saying this, but you are going to feel like a little bit tired. You are going to feel a little bit exhausted. And you're going to have this moment where you're going to be kind of reflecting on, oh my God, how busy you were lately and everything you have been through. Like, your life was actually really hectic, you know, whether you whether you are aware of this or not, you know, your life is really hectic, but you're really powerful. You're really powerful. And I'm not saying this, oh yeah, just to be nice, oh, you know what I mean? No, baby, no. I'm just telling you, you are extremely powerful. I've never known any sign to actually be able to work under pressure and to deal with certain things in their life under such a pressure like you were. And on top of all that, to deal with all these things really, really successfully. You are ridiculously powerful. One of the most powerful signs, honestly, when it comes to things you're actually capable of. If there are like I mean, if I mention majority of the signs, you know, it's like majority of the signs when it comes to horoscope wouldn't be able to cope under the pressure that you are able to cope, you know, with. So it's just incredible. You are incredible. And I really hope you understand this, honestly. No joke, no joke. I'm not just trying to be nice. I'm just saying the truth here. Okay, so once again, you need to use this to your advantage. So when it comes to the last part of this week, you're going to like, oh, reflecting on certain things you have done. There is no doubt about it, but there's certain things that you know, not like, oh, I'm so proud of this, I'm not proud, I'm so proud of that. You're really going to be like kind of in that unusual mode where you're going to be thinking about certain things that have been making you feel really exhausted. Do you know what I mean? And you've been thinking like, well, I've been through this and I've been through that. Oh my God, a lot is going to be on your mind. You're going to be reflecting in this particular way. You're just going to be in this mood. Do you know what I mean? A bit of a hermit mode, and there are certain things that are also going to trigger this, you know, personal, really personal things are also going to trigger this, my gorgeous aquamarine, and you're going to be reflecting a lot on the certain things that you have done, but the certain things that, you know, what a hard work you had with certain things within the last few months, within the last couple of months, and you're going to be reflecting on certain things that made you kind of exhausted, really, to be quite honest with you. And you really are reaching, you're gonna feel like you're reaching the breaking point. You're gonna feel like you're reaching the breaking point, and here you're gonna realize suddenly you're gonna have this, first of all, you're gonna feel like you're reaching the breaking point, but this is only because you're gonna feel, oh, a little bit down, a little bit kind of stressed, you know, a little bit anxious. This is why you're gonna feel like this, but trust me, this is gonna be really good. And first of all, to start with, you're gonna feel like you're reaching the breaking point, and then in the moment in time, my God, you realize and you feel like you're reaching the breaking point. At that moment in time, boom, you are going to have one of the most powerful flashbacks you've had in absolute centuries, baby. Honestly, you are going to have such a powerful flashback. Boom, something is going to come to your gorgeous little aquamarine head. Seriously. You are going to have this flashback, and you're gonna realize that you are going to need to you're gonna realize that you're gonna need to face your fear. You're gonna realize that there is a certain fear you are going to need to face. Okay, and somebody like extremely beautiful, again, somebody very spiritual in your life, somebody very kind of open-minded. This person is very special. This person is like you. This person is like another version of you, honestly. Maybe this is like, you know, like your best friend, or it's like, but it's somebody very much so who you feel like, oh my God, you're like the same. You're like the same. And there's so many things that makes you connected to this person. Do you know what I mean? Like, I would think, seriously, this is like your best friend, but somebody very, very special, somebody ridiculously special to you, and you are special to that person as well. Somebody very psychic, and I've been seeing this person like ever so often when it comes to your reading. Okay, this is somebody super genuine, somebody different, just like you are. This person is very different, just like you are. It's like your friend, like, but a very, very special friend on a completely different level. You are so close that sometimes, you know, it makes me think like that some people go through their whole life and they don't meet somebody like this. They don't have this experience what you have with this particular person, somebody very close to you. Why am I talking about this person? Because the moment in time you feel exhausted, the moment in time you have this flashback, the moment in time you realize that you need to face your fear, you know, fears or fear based on this flashback, you're gonna be talking to this person. This is somebody who you open up to, you know, and that person is gonna give you an important advice. That person will tell you what to do. It's almost as if you're gonna need to prepare yourself by practicing. I know this sounds crazy, but almost as if you're gonna need to prepare yourself by practicing before you face your fear. It's important to prepare yourself by practicing, okay? And you know, that in itself, it's like really so important, my gorgeous aquamarine, to do, because you are going to pretty much so have much better outcome, and you will, I know this sounds crazy, but you will act responsibly, okay? Otherwise you would have done something rather impulsive, something that you kind of would regret, and it would be so unnecessary. And like this, you're gonna do the right thing, okay? You're not gonna make an impulsive mistake, and most importantly, you're going to act responsibly, my gorgeous aquamarine, because it's it's about you really kind of not finishing something, not ending something, okay? It's about you not finishing something, not ending something, but changing your mind and continuing with this. Changing your mind and continuing with this. Okay, slowly but surely, you know, this is going to bring an important gradual progress into your life. Okay, and it's also kind of, you know, and it's also that this is something that really you need to continue with instead of like bringing it to an end. That would have been like an impulsive mistake, but to continue with this, it's like about you facing your fears, for example, and this is what you need to do, and this is what it's going to bring a gradual progress into your life, slowly but surely, and it's also like kind of going to play an important role within the next couple of weeks when it comes to you understanding what exactly here, when it comes to this situation, you need to adapt to. This in itself is going to kind of lead towards you making a deep commitment. Like within the next 2 or 3 weeks, you're gonna realize, oh my God, this is so crazy. I almost finished this. I almost ended this. And in the next 2 or 3 weeks, you're gonna realize, oh my God, you are going to make, instead of ending it, you're gonna feel like, oh, I just want to commit myself to, but you're gonna feel so good. You're gonna feel so excited now. This is how quickly things are gonna change about this particular thing. Now suddenly you're gonna feel so good. You're gonna feel so excited about, you know, and you're gonna make, you know, this deep commitment, and you're gonna feel that with your spirit, with your soul. Why? Because this is bringing a peace, such a beautiful peace into your life. After everything you have been through, this is bringing such a beautiful, this is going to bring such a beautiful peace into your life, such a beautiful harmony into your life. It's going to bring this absolutely mind-blowing balance you wouldn't get anywhere else. This is the direct reward, you know, for you facing your fears. Now your life is like, I know it's going to sound corny, but your life is about to become absolutely perfect. I'm sorry, but that's how I see it, and that's exactly how you're going to feel, my gorgeous aquamarini. It's this, you know, it's this sense of like a well-being, and it's also, you are going to once again realize, you know, which horizons do you want to expand, but these horizons are going to be completely different to anything else you have ever thought about in your entire life. This is going to lead towards the beginning of something so beautiful. But I'm talking about this really gorgeous, harmonious energy that you're going to find so beneficial after everything, my gorgeous aquamarini, you have been through. So now I'm just going to shuffle these cards, and I'm going to see what's going to be a tarot card of the week, my gorgeous aquamarini. Oops, tarot card of the week. Oh my goodness, you see this? Somebody is going to be irritating you. Somebody who you had like a little bit of a problem before. Somebody is going to be irritating you a little bit, but when it comes to this particular person who is going to be irritating you a little bit, you know, it's not like that person is going to be demanding something. It's not like that person that's going to be irritating you. It's not a person I mentioned so far, by the way. It's not a person I mentioned in this reading. This is somebody else who's going to be irritating you, and somebody who you have some kind of like a you know, like a past with. You had certain problems, you and this particular person here, and I did not mention this person so far, and I'm really sorry if this is becoming like so complicated, because like, or so confusing, because I mentioned so many different people, but you're the people person, you know, so, you know, it is what it is. And especially this week, they are gonna play, several people are gonna play an important role, and this is somebody who you have fallen out with. You were okay with this person through your whole life, for example, and you only fallen out with this person like about maybe like a year ago or something like that, and that person is gonna be asking you something and it's going to be just irritating you that this person is actually asking you something, but I need you to recenter yourself, and I need you to, whoa, kind of like readjust yourself a little bit and see what this person is trying to tell you, see what this person is trying to let you know, see what this person is trying to make you aware of, and you will realize that, you know, there is going to be a very surprising moment you're going to have. You will be able to adjust yourself, and you will be able to see this from a slightly different angle, from a slightly different perspective, and at that moment you will realize that, oh God, this person was irritating you only because you had a certain problems with each other over the last year, and naturally your response is going to be to start with like, oh God, come on, just leave me alone. But then again, this particular person has got something really important to tell you, and they're going to suggest something to you, and it will be very wise for you. You see this baby here? It would be very wise for you to actually go for it. Very smart, because what this person is going to suggest is going to be rewarding for both of you. Something that's in interest, you know, for you and that person as well. So that's why when it comes to this situation, I just really hope you're going to like just readjust a little bit and listen to what this person has to say. It's nothing malicious, nothing horrible. I know you're going to be maybe anxious and paranoid a little bit because of the certain past that you had with this person. You didn't get on for a while, you know, for like about a year. But what this person is going to ask you or suggest to you is going to be really wise, as I said, because it's going to be rewarding for both of you. Hello my gorgeous people, I'm so excited to finally share something I've poured a lot of intention into. I've created the Ritual Mag collection, 3 absolutely beautiful mags designed for your sacred mornings, tarot sessions and daily rituals. First up is the High Priestess Brew, which is perfect for connecting with your intuition and centering your energy before a reading. Then there is a Full Moon Fuel, a lunar inspired mag for aligning your energy with the moon's cycles. And for those powerful go-getter mornings, there is Sip Your Strength, designed to help you step into your courage and purpose. These aren't just mags, they are intentional tools to bring energy and magic to your day. You can shop the full collection right now. Just tap the link in the description or click the card up here to explore all 3. Thanks so much for supporting what I create, and I can't wait to see which one calls to you. Hello my gorgeous people, just to let you know, I've just started monthly subscriptions, monthly paid subscriptions, and the more people subscribe to this channel, you know, through monthly paid subscriptions, more content I'm going to be able to make. And this is why this is going to be so important. If you would like to subscribe to this channel through this monthly paid subscription in order to help me to keep this channel going, you will see the link is going to be in the description below. And thank you so much, because I will be ever so grateful.